Hey guys, this is Cody and I'm back here to do a review for another concert film that I own in my collection. And this concert film was actually released back in 2012, so it's been a few years since this was released. But the concert was released by probably one of the greatest heavy metal bands, one of the true most influential heavy metal pioneer bands of all time, Iron Maiden. And the concert I'm talking about is Iron Maiden in Vivo. This DVD was recorded in Chile on April 10th, 2011, and it was just released in 2012. So it's been, like I said, a few years since this was released. It was released on Blu-ray, DVD, and CD, and it was also released in this cool limited edition DVD steelbook. I chose to get this edition because I absolutely love collecting steelbooks, and this is one of my, I really love the artwork for it. Show you guys off the front artwork right there, and then here's the back, which has a great shot of the band performing on stage. And then you open it up and it is a 2-disc DVD set right there, and it comes with a pretty nice booklet. And then I'll take it out so I can show you guys the inner artwork. The shot right there from the stage, and you can see the audience. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that at this point this steelbook is now out of print because it was a limited edition, but I'm pretty sure you can still find this on Blu-ray or a normal DVD release. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys a brief description of the actual concert, and then I'll tell you guys what I think about the presentation and what I like about this DVD release. Now, this concert was recorded in Chile, like I said, on April 10th, 2011. 50,000 die-hard Chile fans were there, and it was recorded. I cannot pronounce the name of the concert venue, so I'll just show it to you guys. It's the name of it right there. And yeah, like I said, I can't pronounce the name, but it's a really huge stadium, 50,000 fans. So yeah, now I'll talk about the performance. Now, as everybody I'm sure knows, Iron Maiden is an absolutely amazing band live. They're absolute great performers, and in this DVD, they are top notch. They're right at the top of their game. You can really tell that they have mastered the art of performing live. This is pretty much like any other Iron Maiden show. They're all absolutely great. You got Bruce. He's running around the stage back and forth. He never sounds out of breath, which I think is pretty cool. Especially if you're, for somebody that runs around the stage back and forth, you'd expect him to sound out of breath and hear him breathing a lot, and he really doesn't. Every single note that he sings is absolutely great. And that's one thing I notice about every Iron Maiden show. This show is recorded during the Final Frontier tour, so they do play some songs from the Final Frontier, especially like they play the title track. They play the song "Coming Home," which is a pretty good one. But of course, they also play all the favorite Iron Maiden songs, the classics that they always play, like 2 Minutes to Midnight, Dance of Death, The Trooper, which is probably one of my favorite Iron Maiden songs, The Wicker Man, Fear of the Dark, Iron Maiden, Running Free, and of course, the top classic, The Number of the Beast. I wish that they had performed Run to the Hills, but they do not perform that on this show, and that's my only complaint about the concert. Other than that, the concert is absolutely amazing. They put so much effort into their performance. During the song Iron Maiden, of course, during the back of the stage, they have Eddie's head come up, and he looks huge in the background, and he has, and it's behind the stage, and he's up there, and they have two fingers, two hands moving, with his fingers and stuff, and his head is moving back and forth during the performance of Iron Maiden, and he's basically looking over the crowd, and he looks really, really great. They also have, of course, in every show, they have someone dress up as Eddie, as a giant Eddie, and he walks around the stage. They have him do that in this concert as well, and he looks like this in the concert. He looks, with that face, and he's got a brownish color. But he does that. He only does that during one show. I mean, during one song is when he walks around the stage, and then during the song Iron Maiden, there's a giant like Eddie head in the background of the stage with his hand sort of hanging over the stage that he's on in the background, and you can see his eyes moving and his fingers moving. So, just like that, it's absolutely great to see that again. They do it in every single show, and it always looks cool. The opening of the DVD is kind of, it's shots between the crew setting up the stage, the audience arriving. You see great shots of the entire audience. So many people are there. You see a good shot of the entire arena, empty before the crowd comes in, and then you see them all coming in, and it's intercut with the Satellite 15 section of the Final Frontier album. That's at the beginning of the show. They don't actually perform the song. It's, they use just a recording of it. And it's intercut with, you see shots of the audience, and then you see shots of, space. And you can really tell it's done it's done on the computer. You see shots of space, and you see like a shot of a meteor flying towards a planet, and it explodes, and you can really tell it's done by computer, but it does look cool. It really adds to the show, and it's a cool way to open up the DVD and introduce it. And of course you have Bruce's voiceover at the beginning, doing the opening the Final Frontier album, and then the band opens with the song The Final Frontier. So yeah, concert-wise, absolutely amazing. Like I said, they're always great live. And, they're absolutely amazing performers. So, the concert is definitely absolutely great on this show. Now I want to talk a bit about how the concert was recorded. Now, first off, I want to say the audio sounds great. You can hear everybody singing. You can hear every scream, every yell of the audience, every guitar note. You can hear it great. You can hear the drums. And, of course, Bruce's vocals are up high over it all. So, for the audio, it sounds good. Now, as for the way the concert was recorded, it was recorded with HD cameras, so it does look great. It was shot in widescreen, so it's a widescreen DVD. There is something that they do in the concert that I think may bother some people. It didn't bother me that much, but it might bother a few people. There are points in it where they do this thing called a split screen, where a line basically appears in the middle of the screen. And then on one side of the screen, it might show one member of the band. It might be one of the guitar players, like Adrian, on one side of the screen, and he's over on one side of the stage, so it'll show him. And then on the other side of the screen, it might show, the bass player, Steve. It might show him, on one side, and he's over on the other side of the screen. So it basically shows both two different band members on two different sides of the stage at the same time, with during the split screen. And even though it didn't bother me at all, I've heard some people complain about this on the DVD, so I thought I would point it out. There's also some moments where they'll show three different shots, like they'll have the screen cut, and then it might show Bruce Dickinson over singing on one part of the stage. And then it'll show another cut on this side of the screen, and it might show perhaps the drummer, Nico, performing, and then it might show the audience down in the other. So it's split three different ways, and even though, like I said, it doesn't bother me, I can see how it could get on some people's nerves, So, to be honest, I think I think the DVD could have been better if they didn't do that, just because it might bother some people. It didn't really affect me. I still enjoyed it. I thought it was a great way to show two different band members on two different sides of the stage, or show the audience and show two band members performing on different areas of the stage. So it didn't bother me as much, but it might bother some people. So, if you're looking to pick up this DVD, that might be something that it may bother you and it may not. Like I said, it didn't bother me at all. But so all in all, if you're an Iron Maiden fan and if you haven't got this DVD, I would highly recommend picking it up. It's one of my, I really enjoy this. It's one of my favorite concert well, not one of my favorite concert films. It's one of my favorite Iron Maiden concert films now. You know, my favorite one of all time is definitely Iron Maiden Rock in Rio. I think that's probably my favorite Iron Maiden DVD, but this one is a close second. I really was impressed with this DVD. So, yeah, if you're a fan of Iron Maiden, I highly recommend picking this one up. Like I said, this came out in 2012, so I'm sure, you know, I'm sure that everyone who's an Iron Maiden fan has probably seen this. You know, I know that I'm kind of late on doing a review of this DVD, but you know, if you still haven't picked this up, and if you're a fan of the band, I would highly recommend getting this. It's a really great concert, and I think that I think everyone will really like it. Like I said, this is the limited edition steelbook, which I'm pretty sure is out of print, but I do know it is also available on DVD and Blu-ray, so, you know, I'd highly recommend checking it out if you're a fan of Iron Maiden. And anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed my review for Iron Maiden's In Vivo DVD. Definitely let me know what you guys think about my review, and let me know if you've seen the DVD and if you guys you know, if you guys like it, or, you know, if you're a fan of Iron Maiden, let me know what are your favorite Iron Maiden songs. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks to everyone who has subscribed to this channel, and I'll see you guys later.